The WNBA is in full swing. Today it's Thursday, June 26th. As always, I hop on here on Underdog Fantasy and PrizePicks and give you guys my two best bets on the slate on the season so far in the WNBA, hitting at a 63% win rate to start off this series. Before I get into that, first, go down there, hit a like on the video. Only takes one click. Really do appreciate all the likes on this channel. Really does help push these videos out to the algorithm. And while you're down there, go and subscribe. We make our two best bets in the WNBA every single day. We started right when the NBA, or right when the NBA ended, we hopped on here on WNBA. We make our two best bets every single day. When the NBA comes back, we're going to be making our NBA best bets again. But the WNBA, we have been crushing it. We have, like I said, 63% of our bets. Going over here, though, what I really want to highlight is the VIP. For the WNBA, because it's not the NBA anymore, I slash my prices by over 70%. What you get on here when you sign up for the VIP is my 3 WNBA best bets every single day. We hit over 70% of our picks on the VIP. I'll show you some proof. Going down here to the NBA Finals, 3-0 day. This was Game 4. Game 2, 3-0. Game 1, 3-0. In the NBA Finals, I think we hit like 11 of our first 12 bets. In the NBA or WNBA, we do the same thing. I'm mixing them up a ton, but the WNBA has been crushing it. I feel like it's really easy to bet on this sport, and where we hit the highest percentage is always our VIP. I purposely slash the prices because I want everyone. I want like a community on here tailing these picks with me. I want it cheap so everyone can join. I just want to build a community with you boys, locking in picks that hit it over a 70% rate. You will not find picks this good that hit this well for this cheap anywhere else on the platform. Let's hop on here, PrizePicks and Underdog, and give you guys my two best bets. Both of these bets actually have value on one of the lines. So the big game is Indiana Fever versus Sparks. We got Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is actually going to be my first pick, but it's going to be on the lower 9.5 assists. Notice something though, on Underdog, when you play this, it's only a 0.92 on your money. Go over to PrizePicks and search up Caitlin Clark. You can just play this flat at, it just lowered to 9.5 assists. Before I was recording this video, it was at 9.5. Now it's at 9. These lines are always moving. These lines are always changing. That's why I tell you guys, you have to be on both PrizePicks and Underdog because the lines are always moving. I like this under 9.5. For example, look at Kelsey Plum on Underdog. Her line is 20.5. Go over here on PrizePicks. Kelsey Plum, her line is just at 20. I don't even hate under 20.5 because she's not that good against the Fever. But the big thing about this is because of that, you need to be getting on both Underdog and PrizePicks to be the most profitable in the WNBA. This happens with every sport, every different game. Every single day you can find line discrepancies like the Caitlin Clark, like the Kelsey Plum. On PrizePicks with code BROS, B-R-O-S, they will not only give you a free $50 with any deposit $10 or more, they'll also constantly have free props for you guys, exclusive with code BROS. Underdog, a little bit different. They will double your first deposit up to $1,000. That is up to $1,000 of free cash with code BROS. Also, you will have your own exclusive prop at the top of the screen if you use code BROS when signing up. Obviously, Caitlin Clark for both of these, so why do I like her over 9.5 assists? It just lowered on PrizePicks. It was better on PrizePicks. Now it's better on Underdog Fantasy. Look at Caitlin Clark at 9.5. I'll show you here. So this is going to look a bit skewed. You'll see 3 of her last 5 games, she's landed right on 9. That's why you want this at 9.5. Going over here to Underdog to see it better. So what games has she got 10 or more? Nope. 1 out of her last 5 games, she's got 10 or more assists. And WNBA defense gets position, one of my favorite tools to look if this is a good or a bad matchup against the position. I'll run it. Opposing assists, the Sparks, 5th lowest in the whole WNBA. This is to guards in general. So this is counting point guard and shooting guard. That's basically 5 per game to each position. They are quite good against guards in the WNBA. Look at Caitlin Clark. Not yet played Los Angeles this year. Last time she played them, she did barely hit over this line. 40 minutes played, got 10 assists. It took her 40 minutes to get 10 assists. Looking at 2025, look at her last couple games. 31, 35, 34, 29, 31. I do not see her getting close to 40 minutes. I expect more 33 plus. Let's look at the other games where she didn't quite get 40 minutes. Over here against the Sparks, if I can find it right here, 34 minutes, 6 assists, way under this line. right here, 37 minutes, 8 assists under this line. She landed on 3 of her last 5 games. The value was on underdog. I like this pick. The Sparks are not a great matchup against assisting guards. I think Clark goes out there and continues to not get a lot of rebounds. Love her over 9.5. Pick number 2 is actually better on PrizePicks. Pick number 1 is better on Underdog Fantasy, and I'll show you guys why. Pick number 2 is going to be Azura Stevens over 7.5 rebounds. I'll use this as an example here. I'll take out Caitlin Clark as an example, but I'll show you here. Going over here to Azura Stevens, you can't play her normalized. You have to play it slightly green, so you're going to get a slightly less of a payout, but the payout is still going to be more on PrizePicks than it is on Underdog. I'll show you. I'll just pair her up with a random prop. Asia Wilson over 22.5 points. Look, as you see, 7.5 rebounds, $20 turns into 55. Go over to Underdog Fantasy. For now, I'll remove Caitlin Clark. Go up here. Do Asia Williams over 22.5 points. Put $20. You only win 51. This is why I tell you guys, getting on both apps is super important because they have different payouts. They have different lines. On Underdog is where you want to take the Caitlin Clark lower, but on PrizePicks is where the value is for Azura Stevens. So why do I like her to go over 7.5 rebounds? I'll search up Stevens here. Look at her last 5 games. She has been over this. In 3 of her last 5, you'll see 6. I don't know why it's glitching now, but 7.5 rebounds. You can see been at 7, just under 9, 10, 6, 10. Hit double digits in 2 of her last 5. Got a good amount in those other 2 games. Looking at Azura Stevens, I have her pulled up right here. 2025. Again, like I said, the Sparks have not yet played the Fever in this in this season. But going back to last year, Indiana Fever, first game, 28 minutes played, 11 rebounds, crushing 7.5. That was her only game at all over the past 2 seasons she's played the Fever. 28 minutes, 11 rebounds. Hopping over here to WNBA defense against position. Go to centers, run it by opposing rebounds. You will see the Fever give up the 3rd most rebounds in the NBA to centers, 7.4. There's teams that give up way lower than that. 3rd worst matchup. She's hit this in her only game against them. She's hit this in 3 of her last 5 games. I love Azura over rebounds. I do like Caitlin Clark to fade her under 9.5 assists. Get on both PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy if you want to be fully, truly profitable in the WNBA, to line shop, to get that free prop, which is free money, and to get those deposit matches. Code BROS, BROS. Everyone, hop into the VIP. It's going to be the top link in the description for the VIP. Super cheap. You will not find picks that hit 70+% win rate anywhere else, and I'm basically giving these away for free. Top link in the description. Thank you boys for watching. Let's go 2-0. Let's continue this win streak in the WNBA, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.